Hi everybody. So today we are going to create another animation, and I want to show you what I created first. And this is the animation that I created, and there's multiple layers, all names, and I'm going to play it for you just for you to take a peek and see what I did. So there's a few things going on, the bats, the pumpkins, and the zombie. So for this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create the zombie walking. So I'm going to go to new file like we did in our last tutorial. I'm going to go to web. I'm going to go for web large. Again, 72 ppi for the resolution. And we're going to click create. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to go to File, I'm going to go Place Embedded, and I'm going to go and add my background. Okay. And there we go. So I'm going to place this. I am going to just pull it. We're just going to make it a little bit larger to fill the space. And then I'm going to hit return, and now we have our background in, okay? So now this is a smart object. I'm just going to click on the gray part of the layer, and I'm just going to go to rasterize layer. And then I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to go for first animated GIF. We have those. Let me go back to the other one now for zombie 1. And we have the animation, and if you see, this is the sprite, and I have all different things that the zombie can do. So we're just going to worry about the attacking zombie right now, which is 6 images. And I'm going to take those images and I'm going to drag them onto my artboard, and I'm going to hit return every time until all 6 are in the document. Then I'm going to highlight all 6 and I'm going to bring them down so that they are on the bottom, so it doesn't look like he's floating or she's floating. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all 6 layers. I'm going to highlight them. I'm going to right click on the gray area, and I'm going to rasterize the layers so that I can manipulate them. I'm now going to take the layer 6 and bring it down. We're just going to put them back in order so we can have him walking correctly. And there we go. So if you see, it's attack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we have the background layer that is there, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to lock that background layer so that won't move and we can't get rid of it, just in case. So as you see, we have our timeline here. If we didn't have our timeline up already, all we would do is go to File, Window, and then Timeline, and then bring up our timeline, okay? So one of the things that I want to show you is that I want to make and blow this up so that I can see what I'm doing. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to make sure I'm on my move tool. I'm going to hit create frame animation, and then I'm going to do that from make frame from layers. Okay. So if you see here, I'm going to have the background layer on each one, but first I want to show you that I'm going to have attack 1, and I can move the zombie where I want. Then on 2, I'm going to click the background, and I'm going to not have attack 1, but I'm going to do attack 2, because attack 2 on the layers palette should also correspond on the timeline with the second one, and it should say 2, and now we have this zombie right here. So if you can see, I put zombie 1 and zombie 2. I want zombie 2 to move a little bit, so I'm going to do this. And then I just click off of zombie 1 just because I wanted to see placement. Again, now I'm going to click the background on, and I'm going to move the zombie a little bit more. And we're going to now click everything off except 4, because we're on 4 right here, and we're going to click the background. Let's just go and do this for all of them real fast, and then we'll deal with placement. So now we're going to just click off of everything else until we have what we want. And then I'm going to delete this one right here. Give me 1 second. Okay, and yes. So now we have our 6 frames of the zombie. So let's get them where we want to be. So if we're starting here, then we go here, maybe move them a little bit. And if you see, I'm going to put all of them on 1, just for right now. And I want to see, where am I going to position? So if I'm on 1, okay, I know that's good. Then I'm on 2, let's get rid of 1, that's fine. Now I'm going to go to 3, I'm going to take off 1 and 2, and maybe we'll move them a little bit. And then once we're now on, and we're going to take off. So when you're having them actually walk, you have to see where the other ones are. So we're on 4. I'm going to take away 3. I'm going to move 4 a little bit. And then we're going to take away 5 and 6. And if you can see that they're all, and this is 2. There we go. So 1. So if you see, I'm trying to line them up, right? I'm trying to see where the zombie is going to walk. And it's important that you're going to just sit here and play with these layers to see where he is. You're also going to play the animation a couple times so that you can see where you have to move your zombie. So for instance, we're going to play this now. Okay, so I'm going to stop it. I'm going to put it on, I'm going to highlight all of them, and I'm going to go here. I'm going to do like 0.1 seconds. Let's play it again. I think that actually looks pretty good. So now I'm going to take 1 through 6, and I'm now going to click the plus sign because I have them all highlighted, and it's now going to duplicate all my layers. So if 1 through 6 is here, I'm now going to start on 7, and now that's only going to be 1. 8 is going to be 2. 9 is going to be 3. 10 is going to be 4. 11 is going to be, hold on, 10. And then 11 is 5. And 12 is 6. So if I take 7 through 12, I can now move all them to where I need them to be. So for instance, here's 6, here's 7, I'm going to move 8. So let's check 7, and then let's check 8. Let's check 9. Let's bring that down a little bit. And again, we're going to test it. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and now let's play it. Okay, so now we're going to rewind and let's play. So if we go between 6 and then 7, so I want to look at that. I think that looks pretty good. 8. And I'm going to hold this and I want to do 0.2 seconds. And let's see how that looks. Okay, so I'm seeing a little glitch. So if we look here, let's take a peek at our layers palette, okay? So if you see, we have attack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I think that's going to look better because there was one missing. So let's try it again. Command 0 on the keyboard. And now we have our zombie walking across. Okay. I'm going to keep it on forever. And now I'm going to go in and I'm going to go to File, Export, Save for Web Legacy. And we're going to look and see, make sure it's on GIF first, okay? And we see that we have 12 frames on here. It's forever. And if you click here, it just shows you that the whole animation's going, but we don't need to do that because we have a lot of background. So we're going to look here to see which one would load better. If you can see, we have 7.91 megabytes versus 853 kilobytes. 588 is 107 seconds versus 155. So I think that I'm going to go with the 8. Oh, this is 492, but if you see the coloring here, it's really not that good. So I'll go with the, I'm going to have to go with the 853 because this looks a little bit better. This looks a little grainy and this looks really not good. So we're going to go with this one. And we're going to go to Save. And then I'm going to call this MyZombie. And we're going to click Save. And now I'm just going to go to a new Finder window. And we are going to go to MyZombie GIF. I'm going to go to File. I'm going to go to Open With, right click, Open With. I'm going to go to Google Chrome. And now we have an animated GIF working in Google for us to test.